Hello, and welcome to my Mind Over Your Matter. Happy Halloween Eve. It's the night before Halloween, and as you can see in the setup, we're all decked out for Halloween, baby. Up in here on my Mind Over Your Matter and my Mind Over Your Matter 2.0. And yeah, let's get this show started. I actually got to roll up some medicine because I didn't roll any before the show. It was kind of spur of the moment. I wasn't feeling good. I was actually feeling really bad. My stomach is giving me problems. It keeps giving me problems. And I'm going to have to get to my stomach because it's giving me problems. And I want to beat it up and punch it in fucking gut. Take my guts out on Halloween, right? But yeah. So let's go ahead and bring in LB. Yo, LB.
What's up?
What's going on, man? All ready for Halloween? You look creepy, yo. Creepy ass motherfucker. Anyhow, yeah, man. No, just here chilling out. I wasn't gonna come on tonight, but like my stomach, man, it keeps acting up really bad. And I'm like, what's going on? You need to give me a break. At least give me a break. Yeah, and I got a little break from my stomach, and here I am. But yeah, that's a cool little. That's part of the settings, right, of that app that you're using. That's pretty cool. That's really cool. Me, I'm just going with the basics, with the Stone Cold Steve Austin skeleton here, with them flipping the birds from hell, and Mr. Pumpkin, Mr. Halloween is here too, chilling there in the background. And yeah, for me, for tonight, I am Bare Bones Jones. I don't know if I came up with that name. I just came up with it, Bare Bones Jones. I'm going to stick with it. And yeah, it's just open talk. We're just going to talk, have a good time tonight. A lot of crazy shit happening. Holy shit. You saw what's going on, dude?
No.
With the fucking earthquake that hit Turkey.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah, I put an alert on those motherfuckers, and look, they got hit by an earthquake. And also, not only that, but the attacks that are happening in France with these beheadings, it's just getting a little creepy. And it's only gonna get worse, ladies and gentlemen. It's just, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. You know what I mean? It's like, for once, Rick, can you give me some good news? I'm like, no. Because they ain't gonna get any better for the next at least 9 days. At least 9 days is gonna be crazy, like super crazy. This blue moon that's happening. Excuse me, I was yawning. Why am I yawning? Holy shit! It's like out of all times, I yawn right now. This blue moon, once in a blue moon, right? It's happening, and it's happening tonight. As far as we're reaching the full moon cycle, and things are just going to get a little crazier. This upcoming week is going to be one of the craziest weeks I think we're going to experience in our lifetimes. And that's crazy just to think of that, because like I've been like looking back and thinking of memories of tragic things happening, like with 9/11 and with the Iraqi wars and all the conflicts around the world, from the famine to the HIV to, all different types of diseases all around. And it's so crazy that we're just focusing on one virus, but yet we totally forgot and don't really focus on the other stuff like Zika. Zika hasn't gone nowhere, and there's other diseases and other viruses that are out there, and yet they're not talking about it. They just want to talk about this COVID, COVID, scare tactic. We're gonna scare you to death. That's what it is. It's a fear tactic measure that's amplified by your Wi-Fi's, and yeah, and it just increases the craziness within your system, and it kills your ass because of it. It mostly kills you because you're worried to fucking death that you're gonna die, and thinking that makes it possibly like come true. And a lot of individuals have passed away, 230 something thousand, but in reality, those numbers are manipulated. Those numbers are very low compared to the death rate. Like common death rate, what goes on in the United States is kind of like at average right now. And I just don't see the big fuss of this virus. I think the Democrats are really giving like super life to this virus for some reason. It's like, why are you giving it so much attention? It's like Trump says, out of sight, out of mind. Just mental. It's a mental attack on individuals, and people are not picking it up. People are like, "Oh, fuck this, fuck the mask, fuck everybody." Oh, I'm like, dude, you don't understand. This virus is real. This virus will get to you, and either two things: it can make you very sick, or it could kill your ass. Which of the two you want? Because that's what's going to happen. And when you get sick, you get sick. Do you get immune? Yes, you do for a short amount of time, but you can't get sick again. Don't mean you can't get sick again and again and again. Who knows if this virus just stays in your system and it never leaves, and it reads out a negative test, right? But the virus is dormant inside of you, and then all of a sudden it pops right back up again, and you're sick, and then you test positive again. How about you've never really cleared the first time around? How about that virus never left your system? How about you were born with this virus at birth, and yet your genes are being manipulated through Wi-Fi, and they're blaming it on this virus? Boom. Yeah, it's just like cancer. You're born with it. This virus pretty much is kind of like it. You're born with it, and it's manipulated. There's something that manipulates the genes inside of you to cause you to get very sick and very ill. And I feel like people are not paying attention. They're just all fear, all masks, all craziness. I hate watching the news because that's all they pump. They pump in, oh my God, we got 100 million deaths. Like, no, we don't have 100 million deaths. We only have 230,000 deaths. There's 328 million people in the United States alone. That's nothing. That's a drop in the bucket. That's like penny to a dollar. If you're gonna compare it, it's like one penny to the whole dollar, and that's really not even a penny. It's probably like half a penny. Um, I feel like this virus is just being overplayed, and I think it's a Democratic overplay dossier that they put out since last year to win the election. And this is the only reason why they want to win the election is because of this virus, because they're the ones that implemented this shit. They're the ones that fucking brought this shit here, and now they're using it as a political gain for their gain, for their will, and it's just a fucking mess. I just wish there wasn't a Democratic Party. You know what I mean? I just feel like the Democrats just need to go down the river, and keep going down and don't come back. Just like, I don't know how a Democrat could think the way they do. It's like sometimes I'm like, I want to like tap into their brains and just go inside and just like, how can you think this way? How can you be this way of a person? How come this United States supposed to be united? There's nothing united. We're all divided. It's a disgusting country we live in here. I have pride of my country, yes, but I'm very disgusted of it because of the individuals that continue to, take issues on themselves and take craziness to the streets and destroy businesses and Black Lives Matter and Corona and all this crazy shit. And why not? This don't asteroid supposed to be coming in here in a few days, maybe tomorrow, wasn't it?
Mhm.
I think it's like on Halloween or like on the 2nd of November, we're supposed to get an asteroid coming in. What happened to that talk? Nobody's talking about that shit now, right? Nah, because everybody's focused on the fucking elections. Just bring back Trump. The man's not done working. He needs to finish his fucking job. You bring in Biden. I feel like it's like when you take a foot forward with Biden, you're taking 10 steps back, and you're going backwards, and you're going to a a fictional reality where he is going to end up raising taxes no matter what. He's going to do things that he says that he's going to do. He's only going to do it only to support his supporters, but he doesn't give a fuck about the people. He don't give a fuck about the jobs here. He outsources jobs when he was in office, so that's what he's going to do when he gets in the office. China wants Biden in office because Biden's weak. He's weak, and they know they could take advantage of him. That's why they want him in office. Trump is not weak at all. It's like China don't. In the 4 years, have you seen China fuck with the United States at all? Like they try to do certain little shit, but they would not fuck with the United States. Not when Trump's in office, because they're intimidated by Trump. But if you get a pussy ass Biden in office, I guarantee you, the United States will be pushed, and Biden is gonna, like a little coward that he is, gonna tuck his tail between his toes and between his legs and cry to sleep because this guy he just doesn't have a backbone. The guy been in office for 47 years, and you can tell me in 47 years, like you're here now trying to become president. How come you couldn't become president 47 years ago, or 30 years ago? How come you just stuck in Congress and stuck in the Senate and never did anything? Like, come on, dude, get the fuck out of here. Guy, guy needs to be. And the thing is that I predicted like the next president of the United States is gonna die in office, no matter who it is. If Trump wins, I'm sorry, Trump, is gonna end up dying in office. If it's Biden, oh man, are you ready for Kamala Harris to become your president of the United States? Do you want Kamala Harris to run your country, to run the United States? How
Um,
safe are you going to be behind a Kamala Harris presidency as the first female black president of the United States, knowing that Muslims hate females, especially black females, and they it's just this is going to be a setup for a fuck up. I'm telling you right now. You're gonna see a lot of crazy, crazy shit happening. We're so lucky, and to be honest with you, lucky that we have these lockdowns and we have these, like especially like in Europe where they're starting the lockdowns again and they're preventing people from like hanging out and chilling out again because these lockdowns are actually going to save people's lives from a tragedy from happening because I feel like there was going to be something really big happening, especially in France. Besides the beheadings, because I predicted something was going to happen in France before the beheadings, and this shit's just getting even more crazier. Especially like in Germany, you got to be careful out there. And right now in France, it's just really, really touchy moments right now. They're having it's kind of like a religious war between the Muslims and the French. And the French you know how the French are. They're just assholes. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, they're just assholes. And but they're still people, but they're assholes. And yeah, and their military is whatever. You know, they use their. It's funny because when we go to war, France is the last one to always join. The French are always the last one, and not only that, because they have to be persuaded by like the European Union to get into the fucking war and shit. Because France, they're not one to want to fight. They're happy with how they're doing and stuff, but they don't understand they got a lot of bad people in their country, and not only that, but people that are gonna try to take over that country. That's just nuts. I gotta roll up a joint, man. I gotta roll up a joint, a Halloween joint. It's, yeah, because I meant to roll one up earlier, you know, have the show for the show, but I wasn't feeling good. I didn't know if I was gonna come on or not, and I'm still not feeling good. I feel like I want to throw up. That's how I feel. Like I want to throw up, but I'm pushing along. Do about an hour, maybe an hour and a half show tonight. Probably do this for like another hour. If you want to come on and talk, you're more than welcome to. The link is already in the chat. I'm getting my medicine here ready. I gotta stir it up. Stir my medicine. Just gonna put this puppy together here. I'm just gonna roll out one joint for right now. One big joint. One nice Halloween joint. Hell yeah, man. I was watching Halloween today, the movie. Man, Michael Myers is a freak. That dude, I was like, I don't understand how this dude keeps coming back and coming back and coming back. And the thing is, like, he never really dies. The dude just finds a way to fucking survive. I mean, who wouldn't want to be Michael Myers? The dude is he's crazy, man. The movie's crazy. I love the movie. I love the sound. I like the music. John Carpenter's music. It's like it's awesome. I ever since I grew up because that movie Halloween came out in 1978. So by the time I was born, and I was introduced to Halloween. I remember seeing that movie for the first time as a little kid. It comes back as a movie now in my head, and I was freaked out. I was freaked out. I was scared. I wouldn't want to go to sleep at night. I'd be like, "Damn, man, this is like it's crazy." I Halloween to me is a you know it's a unique holiday. You know, it's not even really a holiday. It's just it's just a day of trick or treating. I remember back in the 80s, people used to go trick or treating and going out to strangers' house to get candies. I always thought, like little, I was like, man, that's weird. Like people going out getting candies from strangers. Like I never felt safe about that. It's like here's my kids, trick or treat, take them if you want. I'm like, huh? It's like that's not cool. That's how these kids get abducted. You're showing off your kids to these strangers, and these strangers they find your kids very attractive, and that's fucked up. And then you're offering your kids to them because you're taking them trick or treating, and they're not. They're like trick or treat, and all of them keep getting treats. So I'm like, okay, so what are you? Are you a trick or a treat? That's the topic for tonight. Albie, are you a trick?
Yeah.
He's a trick. I think he trick or treating. He's a trickster, all right. Where the hell did I put my? Oh, it's over here. I was like, I know I have some wraps over here, and I was like, I have some hemp, organic hemp raw They're the rolling papers. So that's what I smoke. I smoke organic papers. And there's a roll of a nice little joint here. It's going to be a one joint for tonight. I'm not even gonna roll for tomorrow. I'll roll it tomorrow morning. Or I'll just roll it later if I feel a little bit better. It's just my stomach, man. It's. I don't know if it's the energy that's in the air or what's going on, but my stomach is really, really, really in a lot of pain, and it shouldn't be like this. I shouldn't be in this much pain. And the fact that I took my medicine and I'm still in this much pain, it's driving me a little bit crazy. And the fact that I don't want to go to the emergency room is even more crazier. And the reason why I don't want to go to the emergency room is because the emergency room has nothing but COVID there. There's a lot of cases of COVID popping up here in Connecticut. Like we reached record numbers today, and the virus has taken. We're definitely in our second wave. We're just waiting for our governor to shut down the state again, and I'm pretty sure they're waiting for the elections to do that. Because if Biden gets elected president, I guarantee you we will all be in lockdown. And get ready to wear your masks every fucking day, no matter what. You gotta wear it all over every day, even inside your fucking house. If you don't wear your mask, they're gonna fucking fine you. And it's like, and people don't even have money to be paying fines and shit. But they will fine you. They'll fine you $500 for not wearing a mask, especially out in public. Go outside and not wear a mask, and you see how fast you get a fucking ticket, and see how fast you go to jail now. You know, I don't see people protesting that. People are not protesting that. They're still stuck with that Black Lives Matter shit. They're not protesting all these masks and all these mandates and all this craziness that's going to be happening. Where's the protest on that? Nobody, right? Until you're forced to, and then you're like, oh man, you're taking my freedom away by forcing me to wear this mask. Well, no shit, dumbass. You weren't there to stand up against it, and now you're fucked with it. You know, and that's what happens when you vote for a Democrat. You vote for Biden, you're gonna go backwards. You don't progress. You digress. You know, they're talking about progression. No, it's the complete opposite. It's digression. That's what the Democratic Party is. Digression. They go backwards, not forwards. You know, they digress. It's just bullshit. And watch, you see. Let Biden be president. You see the hell we're gonna live in. And then I'm gonna be like, I told you so. And all the stuff that Trump signed, everything will be undone, which is the biggest mistake that a president coming into office could possibly do. That's just gonna throw the whole fucking country into a fucking. It's just, oh man, it's just a mess. Just fucking leave Trump in there. Let the party continue for another 4 more years, and then let's bring in somebody else, you know, that can be a lot more better than how old is Biden? Biden's what, 76, 70, like he's 78? How old is Biden? I think he's like 78.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. He looks worse than the skeleton that I have on here. I'm sorry, Bare Bones Jones, but you know, Biden looks worse than this dude. I don't know, man. This year is gonna be Civil War. Man, the last time there was a Civil War, that was when Abraham Lincoln. He was the 5th president of the United States. The last time we had a Civil War, there's gonna be a lot of fighting amongst people hurting other people. Stores are going to be vandalized. like the economy is gonna take a hit. It's gonna be a dark winter this year, anyways. It's gonna be one of the saddest Christmas seasons we've been in a long time since the Great Depression, and it's not Trump's fault. It's not his fault. This is engineered by the Chinese and Democratic parties. This is sponsored by George Soros. Soros is like laughing, thinking that he has this in the bag. Hillary's laughing, thinking that she's going to be protected in the future if Biden gets into office, that they're going to guide the, their probe against Hillary. They'll forget about it. You know what I mean? They'll say, fuck it. They'll be like, Hillary who? No, she's my best friend. She's a great, great person. Actually, we're going to put her to do something here in the office. Like, you want Hillary back in the fucking White House? Get out of here, fucking Biden. Get the fuck out of here. Sorry, I'm smoking out. All right. Yeah. James with Cora. What's up, James? I saw him just in the chat room. I wasn't looking in the chat room, but yeah, I agree with James there. Masks don't help. If you're not shielding your eyes and you're not protecting your eyes, this virus could come in right through your eyes. Because remember, when people cough, they release that virus out in the air, and it goes in the air, so it only could go into three ways, right? Either your mouth, your nose, or your eyes. And if you're not protecting your eyes, you're fucked. You're fucked. So it defeats the purpose if you're just wearing a mask. It just doesn't work. You gotta get eye protection. You have to protect your eyes also. It's not only your face and your nose and preventing the virus from coming in that way. You have to protect your eyes also. Hold on 1 second and get my glasses. I'll tell you right now. This is my Halloween, right? Any motherfucking kid come knocking on my door for Halloween, I'm telling, look, the fucking candy machine is right there next to my fucking apartment. Here's $1, kid. Go get yourself a candy. I ain't buying no fucking candy. For what? Like, candy brings cavities and diabetes. This is some Willy Wonka crazy shit right here, right? I'm like, since we're Halloween, I'll tell you right now, I'm like Willy Wonka's father. Like, candies only bring cavities and diabetes. And what joy is that going to bring you? Fucking don't need those. And matter of fact, having a candy rush when you're just loaded with candy and you just over sugared yourself, and then you come crashing down when you have your candy crash, and you just feel like shit. I wouldn't want that. And for Halloween, like I said, any kid come knocking on my door for fucking Halloween, I got a couple of dollar bills there. They come knocking on my door, I just give them a dollar bill. It's like, look, candy machine's right there. Help yourself. Because I ain't gonna buy no motherfucking candy. Like, I just give them $1 and they could get a snack and they could choose their candy. That's the best part. They could choose. And the best thing about where I live, literally right outside my apartment, there's 2 big candy machines. Right outside my door. 2 real big candy machines. And all candies are and chips that are in there, it's $1. So you get to pick out your candy, any candy you want. It's $1. If you don't want candy, help yourself to a soda. It's still $1. And if you recycle the can, you get a nickel back. Happy Halloween, motherfucker. They're like, Rick, what are you gonna dress up for Halloween? I was like, I ain't dressing up as shit. Like, yeah, but if you was to dress up, who would you dress up as? Took me a minute to think, and I decided, well, what I would be for Halloween. Have you ever watched the Monsters, Albie?
Yeah.
Have you seen the
Yeah.
Monsters, the old Monsters?
Yeah.
Well, you know when Eddie Munster he has his toy, his doll, and his doll is called Wolfie, and it's just this.
Mm-hmm.
It's an ugly it's a wolf doll. That's what I'm gonna be for Halloween. A wolf doll. I'm gonna look
Mm-hmm.
like for Halloween. Yeah, it's just one of my favorite shows. The Monsters. I always thought the Monsters were better than the Addams Family. Just the Addams Family, not the new Addams Family, the old Addams Families from the 1964 also. They came out at the same time with the Monsters. Compare both of the shows. I I don't know. I was like Addams Family. I'm not really. I don't know. It's just weird. Addams Family was very weird. Even the people there who they had casting, it was just a weird cast. And I've seen all the old Addams Family shows, and I compare it to the Monsters, and the Monsters is 100% better than the Addams Family. Don't mean I don't enjoy the Addams Family. I really do enjoy the Addams Family. I think the Addams Family is a really cool program. But at the end of the day, the Monsters. The Monsters, you can watch it on YouTube. You can watch the Monsters on YouTube. They have like 15-minute shows on YouTube that you can watch a majority. I don't know why I'm yawning. Holy shit, that's the second biggest yawn I had. And I got pain in the back of my head. Right in the back of my head, like where I had my concussion. It's like I feel like it's just everything that's going on now with the energy and the moon. I'm never on when there's a full moon like this and I'm not feeling good and we're in a Mercury equinox. We're in a we're just everything's just it's just lined perfectly this week to be a crazy week, like energy wise. Mercury's retrograded. It's retrograded, um, and that in itself is causing some energy imbalance. And on top of that, we have a full moon. On top of that, we have asteroids that are coming to hit us. We have this is a whole fucking kit and caboodle, and we're waiting for that asteroid to hit us here in the United States or somewhere here in the world. You imagine we have kind of like a doomsday event. Can you survive a doomsday event, Albie? Right now, if there was a big explosion, like big explosion, not far from where you're at,
No, I probably wouldn't survive it.
you lose all power. There's no communications. People are starting to get crazy and start acting crazy. Can you survive 1 month
Possible.
in chaos? And we're talking about complete
Possibly
chaos.
would.
I think I can survive a month. I'll tell you right now. I don't play around. Like fuck that. Like I don't play around when it comes to trying to survive. Man, oh boy, these systems are gonna drive me crazy because I keep seeing systems coming like tropical systems on the future cast. We'll do a Halloween future cast here and show you what I'm looking at because I'm always looking at the weather. I'm looking at the maps and seeing what's going on because remember weather plays a big factor too in energy. And right now we got a lot of energy that's pushing out into the ocean. We got a disturbance that has about a 70% chance of development in the tropics. That's what they're stating, that there's going to be some kind of development. And let's see what happens and where it goes. And it's supposed to affect Nicaragua. It's supposed to come out back into the Caribbean. And then it's supposed to interact with Cuba and then possibly the Bahamas and then Florida and then supposed to hang around Florida and then get strong into about a category 2 hurricane, category 3 hurricane rolling up the coast. Oh man, I'll show you guys what I'm seeing. Just bring this back here. Here we go. Now, this is your Halloween little weather, I guess, for the United States. You know, and this is crazy, right? Because let's go here to the region. Let's go to the United States, right? The first Halloween, and I don't know, and how many like years and decades that the United States, the whole continental United States, it's not raining. There's no rain. Like there's a little bit of rain up in Wyoming, up in actually Montana, and maybe Idaho, but and maybe South Florida, some rain, but the rest of the whole United States, no rain. And this is on Halloween, so everyone's gonna have a very good view of the sky. So if you can see that asteroid coming in, you know, make sure you take those pictures and and be careful. You don't want to get hit in the head with some asteroid; it'll kill your ass. You imagine you go outside and you're like, la 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 la, yay! I'm ready to vote. And a fucking rock comes and hits you across the fucking head. Like, come on now. But let's go back to the tropics where we have a development here in the Caribbean. Again, of course, like always talk about the Caribbean. We'll change the angle in a little bit. I just want to show you a dry run on what's going to be happening. And you're going to see a low pressure develop in the Caribbean. And there it is. You got a low pressure developing in the Caribbean. And it heads over to Nicaragua. And then it stays there for a while. You see, these storms have been doing this. Like the past few storms, Delta and this last one, Zeta, did the same thing. They stalled out in the Caribbean. And this is what this storm is doing. It stalls out in the Caribbean. And then it moves northwards. And then it goes towards Florida. And then from Florida, it comes up the coast like an oyster. And it comes up and it hits that's 960. It gets lower than that. That's 958, 968. Let me see. 968 millibars, 965. Yeah. So it kind of gets down to like a Cat 3 hurricane moving northwards, being a Nova Scotia storm, and as a possibly Cat 3 style hurricane. Nova Scotia, Canada, you guys gonna get a storm coming up in 2 weeks from now. And this is subject to change. This is always subject to change. But as you can, I just keep looking and seeing some things happening, especially like out here, how the system like comes out and it comes in. Let's move forward. And that's a big broad area load that comes right down from here. It comes this way. I don't know if it's going to continue going southwards, but that is a big area low that comes from Canada, and then it just develops. But that storm, I hope it doesn't go to Florida because that's like where my parents are right there. and it's a category. It's like a Category 1 hurricane. It's a Cat 1 hurricane right there. Literally a Cat 1 hurricane hit Florida. We don't need a Florida storm right now. And the way that it stays there too, it's like la 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 la. Oh, hit Florida, stay around the Keys, come back again, hit Florida again, come up the Gulf Stream, hit past the Carolinas. Oh, it does drop to a 958. 958. That's definitely a Cat 3, possibly reaching Cat 4. This is a high Cat 3. 958 millibars. Man, look at the isobars. Like the isobars, these lines you see, like they're like circles and they're like really tight. That's what you call isobars. And the tighter they are, the higher pressure gradient you have, and that means stronger winds, especially near the center. And this sucker is coming real close to where I'm at. I wonder if we get snow out of this also, because there is cold air back here. I don't know if it comes through and then maybe drops some snow behind it, because we got some snow today. You saw my video earlier today? We got some snow here. We got an inch of snow. And it's pretty cool. You know, the snow is beautiful. I love snow. You know, it makes everything look beautiful. Everything looks clean. It makes everything look healthier. Let's take a look real quick, and let's go to the tropics, and then let's take a look at let's check the Western Atlantic. Okay, so this is the future cast for here in the Caribbean and Western. Actually, it's more towards the west, but it's here in the Caribbean. We're going to move it forward, and then we're going to see a development of a system pretty much south of Haiti, that develops, and it gets its act together as a tropical storm. You see how it just stays there for a few days? That's crazy. I've never seen a storm do this. Stay here for a couple of days, hang out. Yeah, we're gonna chill. Then the storm's gonna come up, hit Cuba. Who knows what strength is gonna be by then? Because the way it is picking up, it's like hits Florida, and then comes up. And this is all subject to change, ladies and gentlemen. They're keeping an eye on it. Man, this is so unique. How if it was to do this, I mean, that's crazy. You know, turn into a hurricane and then, you know, hit Cuba, and then hit Florida, and then go out. And yet, there's going to be more development too, because I see there's another low that's gonna. Right in here, you see, there's another low in here. So the Caribbean is still not out of the picture. Yeah, that's crazy, man. And this is the time for these storms, you know. When these storms, in November, this is where you're gonna have your development. Anywhere in here, sometimes in the Atlantic on this side, but mostly in the Caribbean. This is where you're going to have. And there's several low pressures out here. So, man, I imagine if we go through all of the Greek letters from the Greek alphabet, that'd be crazy. It's like, what names will we use next? I mean, I feel like the names and all that stuff, it's like when you give a name to an item or, there's an attachment, you feel me? So
Mm-hmm.
it's like when you give a name to an animal, that's like your animal, that's your name. That's like you naming it, you making it become something. And I feel like with the National Weather Service naming these storms and stuff, it's just giving them their character, giving them their strength, and feeding them with the energy. Because everything, I feel like you can manipulate storms with your energy. Shit, I do it all the time. I can manipulate storms easily. I can make it rain. I can make it do a whole bunch of things. Especially when I used to live in Florida. Oh man, I remember when I was little. This is like coming back like a video in my head. Going to elementary school, and I would look at the sky, and I would focus on it, and I would look at this one tree. There was this one tree I would look at, and I would look at the sky, and then I would make it rain. And I was like, I want it to rain today. And sure enough, by 10:30, 11 o'clock, it starts pouring. And I knew I had that gift to control weather and stuff. And I was special back then. I knew it. I felt it. I knew it. Even my school knew it too. That's why they put me in. They took me out, and I was like, I was gifted. They put me in gifted class. I was only like in like first grade. I was in first grade, and they put me in gifted. Come on, man. Like there was only in that class, there was only seven other kids. Seven other kids. Me and then six other kids. We're the gifted class because we're too advanced. We're just too advanced for where we were at the time. And let me tell you, I had like my gifted class, man. Man, we we got snacks, we got cookies, we got drinks, we had like movie time. We studied, we did our stuff, right? But we used to get it done so fast that we had the rest of the day, and like we were like, "Fuck it, let's watch a movie." And they would put on a movie, and we would watch like Flight of the Navigator or some kind of like. It's crazy because this is like back in 80. I'm dating it. This is like back in 86, 87. You feel? So it's just the memories, like how they come back to me, it just overwhelms me. Like I have a headache. Like the back of my head hurts. Like it's very painful. But I live my life in pain, and that's okay. That's why, for me, for Halloween, I am bare bones Jones, motherfucker, and you can see my bones. Mr. Halloween, Mr. Pumpkinhead over there, he's just over there chilling. He doesn't talk. He just watches. That's the creepy shit. Like that pumpkin's been watching me for like the past hour, and I'm creeped out just by looking at the pumpkin. That shit creeps me out. Look how it looks. It looks like it looks friendly, but then it looks like waiting for like Michael Myers to pop out. You feel me? So fucking Michael Myers shit. Yeah. Tomorrow I'll change out the because we have Halloween tomorrow, right? We have to do a Halloween show. So the background will change, and we'll change the avatars also. We'll put some scary ass characters on here. Yeah, we reached 1 hour, 1 hour live on my Minority Matter. Thank you for those who are watching and rewatching. I appreciate you guys. It's a small little army right now. Nobody watches. Nobody pays attention. That's why people get in trouble because I see things, I know things, and I can warn them before it happens. You're gonna have trouble, dude. Your health is gonna go down. I feel that pain in the groin area is gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse, and you're gonna get into trouble. You're gonna end up being in a fucking emergency room and shit, and then you don't want to go to the emergency room because of that fucking cold, that fucking virus shit. And that shit's wreaking havoc. You're gonna, and it's not gonna be good for you, dude. You're gonna be forced to go to like, if you don't go to the doctor to get a checkout and you get a physical, you're gonna be forced to go to the hospital. I guarantee you that. If you don't go voluntarily, you're gonna go forcefully, and that's gonna suck. Because trust me, I've been through that. I've been through that, and that's the worst. I say, fuck it. I'd rather just go to the hospital. If I was to relive some of the emergencies that I went through, shit, many times I could have died. Many times,
Mm.
and I'm here for a reason to let people know things. You know, things that they need to know. I have to tell them to those who listen to my trick or treaters, which I don't have any trick or treaters. You see, there's no trick or treaters. See, so that's why I named the show. Are you a trick or are you a treat? For me, I feel like I'm a treat. You know, you can eat me up. It's all good. I'm edible, in more ways than one. And I feel like a trick too, because I feel like tricking people and being the trickster. You know, being the payaso. The payaso is clown in Spanish. Being Michael Myers for a night. Can you imagine? I could hear the Michael Myers song in my head. All right. It's just that time of the year, you know. It's like it's Halloween. A lot of sacrifices. A lot of animals are being sacrificed as we speak. Like there's there's people doing seances tonight. Oh, Hallows Eve. I can see them. I can feel their energy. Ooh, I see the lamb. I see like goats that they're gonna slaughter, chickens. Like Santeria tonight is gonna be lit going into tomorrow and into the 1st of November, which is basically this whole weekend. And for those who are gonna go trick or treating, be very careful. Um, don't really take candies from strangers. Like I don't understand this. People taking their kids out trick or treating, getting candies from strangers. Like you kind of like doing what you're not supposed to do. You know, don't take candies from strangers. Fuck that. My kids wanted candy. I just go fucking buy them a bag of fucking candy at the store. Say, here, motherfuckers. Here you go. Happy Halloween. You see, you don't need to go out and get no fucking candies. I'll get it for you. I just feel like Halloween is very, mm, it's not my thing. It's Not my. I like the holidays, cool and everything, but it's just Halloween's Halloween. Uh, some of the states up here canceled Halloween. Actually, here in Connecticut, some areas are canceled for Halloween because of the rise of the virus of this COVID virus. Um, a lot of events that were supposed to take place are no longer taking event. They're not taking place. I know Salem, Massachusetts, canceled all their trick or treating and all the events, and that's big. Salem, Massachusetts, to cancel Halloween, that's very big. Um, it'd be a night for the witches. Full moon, got the werewolves out there howling, the witches flying in their broomsticks, casting spells. Hmm. I can maybe cast a spell on Halloween. That'd be cool. Yeah. Cast a spell on Biden to lose the election. That would be funny. You know, it's funny for me, because I find it funny, like when, when certain individuals lose, like I just find it funny. Like if because Biden supposedly he think he's winning, he's the president, he's gonna be the next president. He's, you know, acting like he's the president already. He's trying to and then it feels like something's gonna backfire on him, and he ends up losing the election like Hillary did. That would be so that would be so shocking. Like that would be funny too. It'd be funny the Democrats I'm telling you, until Hillary dies, the Democratic Party is not going to be the same. That bitch needs to croak. And you know how the bad ones, it's hard to die.
Yeah.
That bitch is uh, she's something, and until she's not dead and put under, it's just not going to be good for the Democratic Party. And this Biden guy, I don't trust him. I kind of feel like he's a pervert, like a Pee Wee Herman type of guy. He reminds
Yeah.
me. He reminds me of Pee Wee Herman. If I was to pick someone, from a movie to play as a certain person, Biden, I would compare him to Pee Wee Herman. He would be like Pee Wee, a fucking pervert, a weirdo. I don't know. That dude's weird, man. He just gives me the weird vibes. He's very secretive. He holds a lot of secrets. He plays the stupid, because he's old. I think he's in his late 70s. He's an old man. And I just feel like he's just an old pervert. Like, he's not a leader. He's a follower. He's always been a follower. And now he wants to lead. And this is what I have to say. What have you done for me lately, Biden? What have you done for me lately? Because you really didn't do shit when you were in office. You didn't do shit when you were in the Senate. And throughout your 47-year career, you really haven't done shit. and yet the country is going crazy. Like, and it feels like it's all part of the democratic play. Create distractions. Create carnage to overtake the United States and to make it a democratic state. Like, I don't know. It's kind of fucked up using those type of dossiers, especially when you're using the virus and then Soros sponsoring the Black Lives Matter shit, and like it's all a fuck up. It's just all fucking a mess. It's scrambled eggs, but it's like rotten scrambled eggs. I see a big earthquake happening. Another big earthquake. Another big earthquake. I don't know. I see a letter C, like a CA. CA. If that's the abbreviation for California, holy shit. Be careful, Cali, because I saw CA. I'm just going by what's in my mind, and just if I hear or see anything or anything pops up, I'm just gonna say what's on my mind, because things just pop in, you know, like Nice, France, more attacks will happen. I predicted attacks happening before the attacks happened, and now the attacks has happened, I'm predicting more attacks to come forward and come to fruition. I tell you right now, Turkey. You see what happened to you when you try to be a tough boy, right? And you try to mess with France, right? And you're messing with France, and you did what you did. They did what they did. They beheaded, individuals in UK. So these individuals been beheaded. So as a retribution, in return, France, they're sneaky country too. You know what I mean? But what they use is heart. But what they use, they have so many like high tech things that they could do to fuck you up. And I feel like they did something to generate an earthquake in Turkey and Greece area. A lot of people are dead, man. Like the number keeps climbing up. I'm like, they're talking about 700 people injured and 18, 19 people dead. I was like, you're talking about 400 plus people dead. Like there's buildings and buildings that collapsed on top of each other and killed instantly people, like hundreds of people. Like it's a sad day that's going on right now live. You could go and check it out for yourself. It's being televised on YouTube. They're trying to dig out this one building that has people inside. It had a lot of people inside. A lot of kids died. A lot of kids died today. This virus that's going on right now, you ain't gonna stop it. You're gonna have to learn how to not fear it and to treat it kind of like the flu. Because it's a virus. It's like if you get it, you can fight it off, and the chances of you living, it depends on your age and your health. All depends on your DNA, depends on your blood. There's a lot of factors that go into it. This could be a tactic because I see like something keeps telling me like the more elderly that die, the cheaper it will be for us in the long run. So it's like a lot of elderly people need to die. Like a lot of like individuals that are in their 70s, 80s, 90s need to die.
Mhm.
Even in their 60s, they need to die.
Mm.
They need to bring in the new generation, the new individuals, the new upcoming that's gonna take over this country and take over the future politics of this country. That motherfucker right now, you know he's in high school right now. He's in possibly elementary school right now. The future president of this country, and right now it's just crazy times. It's like living back in 1918, but with all the technology that we have here in 2020. You know, and there was no cure for the Spanish flu. That Spanish flu disappeared, like Trump said. It'll disappear. It'll go away. Stop giving it energy. Stop focusing so much on it. Like if you get it, you just fight it. You build your energy up and you fight the virus. If you can win, you win. If you don't, well, you lose, you die. But at least it was a good fight. Good try. People live and they die. You know, that's just life. You're born to die. You are born to die. I'm gonna be on for another, let's say, 13 minutes, 12 minutes, and I'll wrap it up. I'll give it an hour and a half because I want to go lay down. I'm still not feeling too good myself. The energy is really strong. I can feel it in my chest. Anyone that has like chest issues, heart issues, need to chill out this weekend. Shouldn't really do anything because I feel this pressure in my heart. It's like a weird feeling in the inside of my heart. So the energy is definitely high. There's sacrifices that are going on right now. There's people being killed. I feel like the the world it's going through a vibration and the plates are moving and like there's high frequency right now and it's a lot of people dead, man. A lot of people died today. And that's nothing. That's the shit. Because there's people trying to help with the recovery, but then there's sick people amongst the recovery, so they're passing the virus around. So there's like it's no use. Like even if they're wearing their masks, you still can get the virus through your eyes. And there's so many people dead, man. There's so many people dead. um, you know, it's kind of knew it was gonna happen. And the Philippines, man, too, man, they're about to get hit by a nasty storm. The Philippines, they're about to get hit by a really, really big, crazy storm. Um, Let me see if I can bring it up. They're supposed to get hit by I think it's a typhoon, super typhoon. It's going right towards the Philippines, and they're gonna get hit by two systems. One's gonna come in like a cat 3, and another one's gonna come in as a cat 1. And then there's another one that's gonna hit the same area. They're gonna get hit by like 3, 4 systems, like back to back to back to back to back. So Philippines, man, I had you guys in my mind, and I knew you guys are gonna get hit by a very strong system. So just hang on there. You guys will be all right. Just fucking Turkey. I can't, I knew something big was gonna happen, right? Like that vibration's still high, man, and there's still more to come. There's still more crazy shit that's gonna be coming. Like I see some crazy stuff. Like it's not gonna be good. Like I feel so weird. It's just very freaking weird. That power, that rotation, that once in a blue moon, like I say, right? Once in a blue moon. So here you go, it's a blue moon. Once in a blue moon. And it's gonna be happening tonight and on Halloween and the first, These days are gonna be crazy. The next 8 days are gonna be so crazy. So oh man. Let's see if Trump pulls off the incredible. Let's see if Trump pulls a victory over Biden. Would be amazing. It would be one hell of a comeback. Like Trump winning? Oh man. That would be that'd be an incredible comeback. That would be an incredible comeback. Came out of nowhere. Homeboy just took it to the house, knocked everybody out. And yeah, rare blue moon on Halloween. It's just be careful for those out there. This is crazy, right? This is the second full blue moon on Halloween night. Oof. The craziness. The last time that we had a blue moon on October 31st on Halloween night was back in 1944. All the way back in 1944. Shit, none of us was born. Abby, you must have been born. I don't know. Abby doesn't age. That's like whatever Abby says, like he was back there. He was back in 1944. And that was the last time they had a blue moon here. October 31st on Halloween was back in 1944. And we get to experience it now on October 2020. This is a bad night for me because I have PTSD, right? And I've been having issues with my PTSD. October, I wasn't gonna come on tonight. I wasn't feeling good. I felt really bad. My stomach was hurting. My neck was hurting. I know why everything is going on the way it's going on, and it's because on this day, um, 9 years ago, is when I broke my neck. I broke my neck October 30th, 2011, and it gave me traumatic brain injury, broken neck, compressed spine, lower back issues, and that chain reaction caused other issues to happen in my body, like my gallbladder, my appendix gone, um, having a bowel obstruction, having craziness with my stomach, having multiple surgeries on my colon, having multiple surgeries in my stomach, had surgery on my eyes, had surgery on my knee. I've had 12 surgeries so far, and there's more to come. And it's okay because it's all right. I just gotta deal with that. Just really gotta deal with what's to come, and just can't be afraid of it. Just gotta deal with it. But I thought that was like a good thing to know that the last time we had a blue moon was October 31st, was in 1944, and that's a long ways. But this night for me, it's crazy. My mind is just going a little because my neck hurts like hell, and I feel the pain in my neck, and I feel my body feels what I went through that night. So it's like it's very traumatic to my body. Um, it's just crazy. I'll end up having to talk with my trauma therapist because it's crazy. It's crazy feeling like this. PTSD really sucks. And when you had a traumatic injury, especially on this night, 9 years ago, oh man, it just makes me like 9 years, and I just feel like it was yesterday. That's why my neck hurts. I take some of my medicine now, so I go get some sleep. Hoping to get some sleep tonight. Like I said, PTSD is really bad. I'm probably gonna roll another joint just to get my mind off of it, because it's fucking crazy. It is. The pain in my neck is crazy. The pain in my stomach is horrible, but the pain in my neck is crazy. And it's been fucking 9 years. As of midnight, it'll be 9 years. And I didn't want to talk about it, but it kept bothering me. And I was like, fuck it. I'll do a show tonight, and then eventually I'll talk about it. Tell you right now, it changed my life. It changed my life forever. Like, if I could go back and redo everything all over, it just would be a whole different life than what I'm living in right now. But this is the road that I'm on, and 9 years of this crazy neck pain and crazy, like, still not adjusted. I'm still not adjusted to the equipment. I'm not, like, I keep having other issues, and health issues. Yeah, it just seems like a never-ending story. I'm gonna roll me another joint. Fuck that. 9 years? I might as well celebrate that motherfucking 9 years with a fucking joint. Let's bring that joint. Let's see, let's celebrate the 9 years. Let me bring up, let's take out the skeleton. Bare Bones Jones. We're gonna have to see. We'll go ahead and change that avatar, and we're gonna bring back this is the anniversary, 9 year anniversary of my broken neck. This is a celebration. It's crazy. It's just so crazy just thinking about it. Hold on, let me get myself. Let me think, because it's just my mind. just thinking about it is just feel like my life is just a big old question mark. 9 years having this fucking broken neck. 9 years. And that's a long time. That's not like it's 9 years with this metal and this craziness. And it's I didn't want to talk about it, but I was gonna have to because it's just driving me crazy. And I know that's why I was feeling good earlier. It's because of I always in this day get really sick because of what happened to me, and it's just really not good. It's not good. I don't know. It's even hard to talk about it. It's just hard to talk about it because I went through so much, and then the surgery, and then finding out who's who and what's what, and who's there for you and who's not there for you, and it's just I don't know. It's just it's really crazy, and the thing is, like, I did a lot of it pretty much on my own. Like my recovery, my everything, I did it on my own. I didn't really have like the support. I didn't have the anyone there for me. Like especially like now, there's nobody here. So it's the same way. There's nobody. But then if you die, then everyone wants to come. Everyone wants to be there. I'm like, see, if I die, I don't want nobody around. Like, like nobody's gonna be at my funeral because I don't want them there. Nobody's gonna be there. I'm gonna be cremated, and I'm gonna have special instructions that I want my ashes to be spread out in the ocean, and that's it. The end. That's very simple. Let me roll me a joint. Celebrate my 9 year anniversary. Fucking broken neck. 9 years. I feel like I need to get this equipment changed because it's not working for me. It really isn't. It's just giving me more problems because it's not flexible, and I feel like it's too stiff. And my neck feels too stiff, and I can't really get anything really, like, I don't know. I just feel like I need new equipment. Like I have faulty equipment in here. Let's see if this is enough. I'm really mean another joint. Fuck that. Happy Halloween, motherfuckers. Hope y'all having fun. Be responsible. Don't try to kill each other, giving COVID to each other. Because people are having house parties and shit. They're still gonna find a way to have a party, and people are getting sick. You know, numbers are climbing. That's what they're saying, right? That's the mental game that they're playing on people. Oh, more people are getting sick. People are getting sick by the thousands every day. 100,000 people getting sick every day. All that mental games, mind games. They really know how to fuck with the mind. Me, I suffer from a traumatic brain injury, and that really fucked with my circuits in my head, and it made me more alert, more awoken, more with the metal inside of me. I feel kind of like a antenna. I feel like a dish, like a antenna. Like I could interfere with the energy, and I could feel energy, and I feel things before it happens. I know things before it happens. Like I just see it. I see things before it happens. I'm able to make my dreams come true. Any dreams that I have, if I wanted to make it come true, it'll come true. And I had some really good dreams. But I saw a dream of war. It was like war. And it was like civil war. It was like a war amongst each other. It was like it was just weird. It was just weird times. And it wasn't even really here in the United States. It was just everywhere. Like people fighting amongst each other. Can't have peace if there's someone funding both sides of the war. Man, my neck hurts so much. That's why I hate talking about it, because then it starts fucking hurting. And it hurts really bad. It really sucks. I'm rolling my joint. Ta-da. Man, I can always overstuff it. That's what he said. Why you overstuff it? It's just medicine, man. You gotta pack it in. Gotta pack that medicine in. And that's what I do when I roll my joint. Sometimes I gotta pack it in. I got a little stick, a little packing stick, where I push the medicine in. But man, I really rolled this joint. Really good. Holy shit. To the point that I gotta double roll this shit, because the thing is rolled real too good. I want to double roll it so it'll be a nice slow burn. Let's double roll this bitch. Because it's really packed up. It's really packed. And let's double roll it. Let's double wrap it. It'll be a real slow burn. Maybe it'll take me to midnight, and then it'll be my anniversary. Fucking anniversary. Happy Halloween, motherfuckers. It really sucks when your PTSD is really bad. That's the only thing that sucks. And when you have really bad PTSD and things start coming back, like memories start coming back, and you get this pain that you have that is overwhelming pain. It's just
Like I feel so disoriented. I feel dizzy. That's how I feel. I feel dizzy right now. Oh man. I feel like oh man, I don't even feel good. I don't even feel good right now. I feel like shit.
Uh,
I feel like shit, man. I'm gonna light up another joint.
okay.
Probably smoke half of it, save the other half for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because it's a really thick joint. Talking about my injuries and shit brings me back my like everything that happened. People don't know what happened. They talk, oh, you can move beyond the picture and this and that. It's like if you knew the shit I went through, that picture is nothing compared to what I went through. Shit, that
Uh,
there, that was just hell right there. That was imagine that day of coming out of surgery and waking up to that shit. Yeah, that's something you're not gonna forget. Let me see here. It's really something that you're not gonna forget. I like my pumpkins. Look at the pumpkins. The little pumpkin setup. You can see their faces. But yeah, man. Once you break your neck, it's like you're fucked. You feel fucked. Like I feel for one of these wrestlers, right? Because I watch a lot of wrestling, especially like the female wrestling. And there's this one wrestler. Her name is Paige, right? Sophia, I think is her name, her real name, or Sophia, or some. I think something like that's her name, her real name. Well, she broke her neck and wrestling, and she had an injury where she really messed up her neck a second time, and she was on Twitch, and she found out that because she works with WWE that she has to cancel her Twitch account, and she was freaking out because she doesn't even do that much work for WWE, and they're forcing her to shut down her Twitch account, and like that's how she finds her escape from what she's going through. Because I know what she goes through with her neck, and you have to find a way out to get that energy out. And there's not much you can do with a fucking broken neck. And it's like for me to sit here and just try to talk it out helps me, you know, helps me to release that energy, and and that way it's a way out. And this company WWE is trying to take that away from her, and I just feel that's crazy. It's just crazy, like, and then they classify them as independent contractors. This is crazy. WWE, I'd say right now, I'm a psychic, right? Watch this. WWE is going to have major problems. They're going to have to list their wrestlers as employees instead of subcontractors. And if they're going to classify them as subcontractors, they're going to be able to be allowed to have their own accounts of their own Twitch, their own anything that they want to do as far as like, for their own product, their own brand, they're going to be allowed to. And this is going to go to court. And the winner will be the wrestlers. And it'll be about time because I feel like WWE should be classifying their employees, their contractors. That's stupid. They work for that company. They're there with that company. They can't. All right, I'm contracted here, but can I go somewhere else to? No, you're not allowed because you're contracted. So it should be the AP should be employees, not contractors. That's stupid. The only reason why they don't put them as employees because of the benefits, and not only the benefits for like the future benefits, but their insurance, like health insurance and dental insurance, vision, like all that stuff. The wrestlers have to pay that shit out of their own pockets and have their own insurance. In order for you to wrestle in the WWE, you have to purchase your own health insurance and make sure you have the insurance, and then that way you can participate in the ring. They would not allow you in the ring if you don't have the proper insurance. And it's crazy, and yeah, these people do get hurt, and they do have, bills to pay and kids to feed, education to pay, and these wrestlers are treated like fucking slaves. It's like, you work for me, you're a fucking slave to the system here. You can't have any free time. Your free time is not free. It's like your free time belongs to me. It's like, fuck, I can't run a YouTube channel or a Twitch? No, motherfucker. I'm like, Vince McMahon, you are a piece of shit. You know that? And you know something? If Biden gets into office and he becomes president, your company is going to have problems in 2021. Ooh. Boom. Where's the hammer? WWE having major problems in 2021. Rick sees WWE having issues with the wrestlers and classification of wrestlers. And this will be a big issue going to 2021 into 2022. Vince McMahon will be sued because of what's going on with these contractors. The United States government will come cracking down on WWE. Remember, they're a trading company. And once you're a trading company, you're in a different ball game. You're part of the government system. And I feel like there's a lot of money laundering in WWE. Ooh. Oh, yeah. That's why you see, these top individuals taking money out of their stock and cashing in and taking out while they can, because they know something is coming down the pipe, and that is the government is going to come crashing down on WWE. Oh, remember, because WWE, that's essential. Remember, that's an essential company. They're important, just like doctors and nurses. That's essential, right? But like WWE is also essential. Like it's needed. Humanity cannot survive without wrestling. That's a fucking joke. That is, I can't watch. You gotta see WWE. They're gonna have major problems, and they have good attorneys, right? This is gonna cause Vince McMahon. It might end up costing his fucking life, because he's getting up in age, and a lot of these wrestlers, supposedly, right, that pumped iron and put certain medicines inside their bodies, well, they end up dying of heart issues, heart complications. Vince McMahon, yep. I just hope you structure your company properly so the next person to take over can have a smooth transition. And who would be the owner of WWE? Would it go to Linda McMahon? Would it go to Stephanie McMahon? Would it go to Shane McMahon? Like, who will own WWE when Vince McMahon is dead? I mean, the guy's going to have a heart issue, especially when he comes crashing down again, when the government comes crashing down on his business again. and starts investigating him and his practices on classifying his wrestlers as independent contractors, which they're entitled actually to employment status and entitled to proper benefits that they don't receive. They don't get pensions. They don't get they don't get benefits. They don't get certain benefits that they need, health care. Like there's a lot of things, WWE does not provide. And if you're an up and coming wrestler, you're fucked. It's like the company right now is gonna go through hard times. 2021, yeah, they'll bring back WrestleMania and they'll do whatever they try to do with WrestleMania, whatever. But at the end of the day, if Biden wins, WWE, watch your backs. Government will intervene and will investigate WWE again. Somewhere it's 420. It's 11:20 right now. So happy 420 for whoever is already 420 right now. Happy Hallows Eve here still on the East Coast of America. We had a good snowstorm earlier today. Dumped about an inch of snow out here, but it was beautiful to see snow fall for hours. It was like hours and hours of snow, like falling. And it looked so beautiful. It was so beautiful. And I did record it earlier today, so if you want, you can always go back and rewatch the snowfall from today, October 30th, 2020. Hallows Eve. Oh, Hallows Eve. I got the movie. Actually, I'm going to put it on. After I get off of here, that's the movie I'm going to put on. And I'm going to try to see if I can get some sleep tonight. I know thinking about everything that happened to me and I'm hurting right now. I literally want to smash my head against the wall. That's how bad I'm hurting. I take my medicine, which is going to help relieve that. Let me go take my medicine now because this just driving me crazy. This pain sucks. Pain fucking sucks. Big time. And it sucks that you have to depend on medicine to help with the fucking pain. You got my sheets here. You know what? Let me get the movie ready. Well, let me get the movie ready. So I have the movie right here. Oh, I can watch 31 tomorrow. And then Hocus Pocus. I watch Hocus Pocus tomorrow. I want to watch Hallows Eve. We'll put that on the PlayStation 1. Actually, the Xbox One. PlayStation 1. The Xbox One. We'll get it all set up and ready to go. I'll be I'm out of here, man. I'm done.
All right.
Done with the show. Definitely, we'll be back tomorrow, and we'll do it all over again.
All right.
All right, man. So I'll catch everyone on the flip side. Peace out and happy Hallows Eve. Be safe. Be careful. Full blue moon. Be careful. Next 9 days is gonna be fucking crazy. Good night.
Good night.